So now we'll hear from our panelists and we'll really get to hear what their experience and views are. Uh, may I start with you, ma'am, Dr. Poche? I heard you say once that joy is such a spontaneous emotion, and I truly agree with it. But it's really getting lost in the healthcare. With your 4 decades of experience as a teacher, as a practicing clinician, as both a wife to another clinician, can you please share what you have observed and what you're seeing in our healthcare system right now?
Yeah. So I would like all of you to imagine the teachy girl who was so full of joy, spontaneity, enthusiasm, zeal, and very organically connected and what we call immersed in the airs. I have been teaching here for about 42 years now. We get so-called cream of the cream. It is one of the toughest screening examinations where lax computer one would get in. And it is the duty of us medical teachers that through their navigation of the journey to become a good doctor. And when I say a good doctor, mind you, as Sankosh also said, we don't mean the KPI should only be, the metric should only be the marks. They are for that entry level. Okay. But now we would like them to retain, to redeem the paradigms lost. They are so happy and enthusiastic, sir, at the orientation session when then they are so creative. They are so joyful, if I would say. And it is the charge of a medical teacher to see that the smile is there, though it may be at the corners. But and then what Dr. Pandare said was a very important thing कि अगर हम ये सोचें कि हम साधन हैं और patient is our God and the act of whether we are learning to be a doctor or whether we are delivering health services, and then I use the word doctor, I mean healthcare provider, and be also the lab staff who smile at the counter when a critical report is being given. Many times we can't change the outcomes, but the process has to be there. And India is, as sir rightly said, is the pioneer that even Abha would know when we are talking of palliative care to retain the dignity of dying. The outcome we can't change. So, as a medical teacher, my charge would be A, to see that the smile and the joy, like the and the teacher girl, is retained. And second, it becomes something very, organically as an outpouring of love and affection for your patient, for their family, and also for our colleagues. So across horizontals and verticals, there is no ऊंच नीच. I many times I tell my colleagues कि एम्स आपको भी तनख्वाह देता है, मुझे भी तनख्वाह देता है. So nobody is the boss and nobody is the servant. We are all for a common cause, that is to heal the society, to heal the country, and improve the health literacy and also the word health economics, functional outcomes, both of the patient and the doctor. And the general ecosystem would improve if we find more joy in our work and we don't get into the nitty gritty of things like he earns more than me, her sari is more beautiful than mine, no, or her nail polish is more beautiful than mine. So style quotient apart, the spiritual quotient is which will bring a sense of glow and a smile, and that would be sustainable and eternal. Thank you.
Ma'am, may I ask a follow-up question? Uh, a few weeks ago in a webinar, you shared a story of one of your students. Could you retell that story to the audience here?
So, taking from what I already said, Gaurav came very enthusiastic to us, but then Gaurav had problems. Gaurav was, if I would say, unique, and maybe many of us may say he was odd. No, we use stigmatizing terms. The lexicon is such that we deal with a lot of stigma as doctors. Even I remember my Navas also shared a story. थोड़ा सा भी अगर हम this sense में बातचीत करने में, if I say namaste and everybody says hi, maybe I'm considered odd. So he was being singled out or being, as they say, other. And he used to come to me and I used to tell him that Bharat, diversity tolerance is the first thing which we see in patients. Thankfully, in AIMS, in the beginning, the students came from many walks of life, from many states, different culture. And the initial transition period is when they need a lot of hand holding. Sometimes we call it having a bike with support wheels. And teachers get away and the student takes it on his own, because so many taboos they break in the dissection hall. Also, they are seeing cadavers, and normally there's a process that students of age 4 or 5 are asked to shun from excreta, or shun from body fluvium. And here, young students in their first year, second year, third year of medical school have to deal with sputum, with stool, with urine, with semen, with pus, with gangrenous limbs, and so much, is there. And whether they retain that entity of self, Subharo was being supported. And we also said, Bharat, this is your mission. This is now the culmination of all the midnight oil which you have burnt all these years, passing class 12, cracking the AIMS entrance. And now this is the time when you should enjoy. And then we all know that they reach one destination or one goal, the journey begins to the next one. So then Gaurav was getting some support, and I think then he made it his mission. And I tell many of them, if you had been taken care of, you have been mentored, it is your duty. And then he comes to me after I was his mentor. Then after 2 years, he comes to me with another young kid who was in great distress. Man, isko hostel khali karwa rahi because iske marks अच्छी नहीं आ रही, 2 बार pain हो गया, निकाल रहे and things like that. So then we used to all of us get into this with the student union. The directors are say unka this patient pay compassionate grounds and this, because many of us are having very unique situations, in life, in society, in family, personal health, psychological health, financial health. And then Gaurav comes to me with this child, a man, isko aap संभालिए. And then he says, इसको ना कर मत जाने दीजिए, क्योंकि अगर अपनी फैमिली ने गया, इसको डांट पड़ेगी and he may commit some act of self-harm. यहाँ हम सब संभाल लेंगे. So I really found that very reassuring, that is a fostering a culture of care and cheerfulness yet has some time to come. But at least care and compassion are quite robust there. And then it is like this, that one who has been saved takes it upon himself or herself to save so many others. I think we got the hang of the general story.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so for beautifully bringing out the kind of mental distress, both personal but also because of the way medicine is designed, brings out in some of us, and how we really need to have a support system which helps save Gaurav. That's not his true name, but also the one who gets saved also then reaches out and tries to save others. And I think that's quite profound.